Rodney Bryant is the vice president of NOBLE, the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives.
With 30 years experience, he also served as the chief of the Atlanta Police Department. He joins us live. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So there have been calls for pushing through Congress this George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. Do you think that'll make a difference?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that any time that we recognize that policies and procedures within our law enforcement agencies need to be addressed and updated, it helps in changing the culture of the police departments that are serving our communities.
Can you explain why, after the many examples that this country has seen, and knowing that video is rolling, why a group of police officers would act in that way in this recent case?
Clearly, what I saw in watching those videos are police officers who abandoned their training and allowed their emotion and aggression to take over a situation that someone should have stepped up and intervened in and stopped what they saw was happening.
Yeah, there's been police spokespeople who have said changing a rule doesn't necessarily change a behavior. So will having more laws on the books change? You know, if you're going to act in a criminal way, whether you're a police officer or not, you would still do that despite a change in the law.
Well, I kind of disagree with that somewhat. I think that when you change laws and you change policies, it may not take effect immediately, but you will see with that also comes the level of punishment when people violate it. And clearly we saw what happened in Memphis with Chief Davis and her team taking action immediately when she recognized that policies and procedures as well as laws were violated. And when people see that there are consequences for those types of action, it does have an effect on the police department.
The city had been out front early on saying, look, our crime numbers are down after installing this Get Tough on Crime unit known as Scorpion. Does that necessarily mean that Scorpion made those numbers go down, or could they have gone down for other reasons? I think some people are tired of violence and want these tough on crime philosophy of policing, but I'm just wondering, do they really work?
Yeah, well, you know, when it comes to reducing crime, there are many variables that take place for why crime goes down, as well as variables for why crime goes up. I've not had the opportunity to take a look in depthly to speak to if the Scorpion unit had a significant impact on it. But what we do recognize is anytime you have police departments, police officers that are entrenched in areas that have a level of violent crime, it does have some type of effect. But again, there are many variables that take place that need to be accounted for as it relates to why we're seeing the numbers reduced here.
All right, Rodney Bryant, we appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.